Welcome to the 20th edition of the Panama Interview Series, where we discuss topics regarding foreign direct investment in Latin America and the Caribbean. We are streaming live from the capital city of the Republic of Panama. The Panama Interview Series is produced by Beco Legal and Compliance Consulting LLC, a Miami domiciled limited liability corporation with offices in downtown Miami and Panama City, Panama. We provide international, commercial, and transactional legal and regulatory compliance advice and related services to manufacturers and brand owners that seek to boost profit and hedge domestic risk through international distribution in the United States and in Latin America and the Caribbean. My name is Anthony Robinson, and I am the managing member of Beagle Legal and Compliance Consulting. In the next several editions of the Panama Interview Series, we will discuss the future of probiotics in Latin America and the Caribbean, and the potential of probiotics to contribute to the post-COVID economic recovery of the region. Digestive health and probiotics is one of the most dynamic sectors in the global health and wellness market, and Latin America is poised to be one of the fastest growing regions in the world for the consumption of probiotic and digestive health products. Today, we focus on postbiotics. The global postbiotics market is reported to reach $24 million by 2029 at a CAGR of 10% between 2022 and 2029, compared to CAGRs of 14.9, 8.3, and 7.5 for the global prebiotics, symbiotics, and probiotic markets, respectively. To help us understand the potential for the market for postbiotics, we are honored to have as our guest Michael Hsiao, International Sales Manager at Glac Biotech Company Limited. Glac Biotech is a Taiwanese developer and manufacturer of probiotic products, including single-strain, compound, functional probiotics, and the mass production of strains. Market experts report that Glac Biotech has established itself as one of the leading suppliers of probiotics in Asia, secondary to its 13 major functions coverage, 124 plus patents worldwide, 90 plus scientific journal publications, 1,978 subjects studied in competent and reliable scientific studies, its patented micro encapsulation and freeze drying technologies, and its internationally recognized Pronex and PrimeTech technologies. Glac Biotech has distinguished itself in Asia and is now expanding into the Americas, principally North America. As an international business development executive at Glac, Michael Hsiao focuses on providing Glac Biotech's probiotic raw materials, fermented beverage, and OEM service to pharmaceuticals, food and beverage companies, direct selling companies, chain pharmacies, hypermarket, supermarket, and other nutritious functional food companies who want to develop their probiotic product with their private labels. We have several topics to cover in 60 minutes. Accordingly, please put your questions in the chat and I will submit them to Michael at the end. Let's jump in. Michael, how are you doing? Good morning.
Hi, good morning, everyone. My name is Michael Hsiao. Thank you for having me here. Very nice to meet you, Tony.
Yes, likewise. And we appreciate you taking the time to talk to us today. Michael, Glac has established itself, as we discussed, as one of the most innovative and leading probiotic and postbiotic manufacturers in Asia. We have experts and analysts have reported Glac's standing within the Asian market. I would like for you, if you could, at this point in time, to explain to us what are the products and services that Glac Biotech offers.
Sure, no problem. We're actually the most innovative and the leading probiotic company in Taiwan. We not only focus on nutraceutical and the food markets, but specializing in developing, manufacturing, and marketing of probiotic and the postbiotic application and in research, including functional probiotics and the postbiotics. We basically position ourselves as a probiotic culture bank with more than 1,000 probiotic strains. And these strains Collection is the basis for our development of a new probiotic and postbiotic products. And of course, professional OD and OEM services can be provided to fit our customer needs.
And Glac has two headquarters, one headquarter in Taiwan, but two factory locations within Taiwan. Is that correct?
Yes, we have two manufacturing facilities in south of Taiwan, and one branch office in Taipei, which is in the north of Taiwan. And we also have Taiwan FDA GMP certificates, ISO, HACCP, NSF GMP, FCCC, and Halal certificates.
One
So
of
we don't
the
have any. Yeah.
no, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Please continue.
No problem. So we have we can produce very high quality probiotics with our comply with the international standards, manufacturing standards.
One of the competitive advantages of Glac is the depth and diversity of its strain portfolio. Could you talk a little bit about that? How many strains?
Yeah, yeah, we have diverse strains like Lactobacillus bifidobacteriums, not only single strain but clinically proven probiotic blends. Yeah, and that would be direct us to our six core technologies to develop high quality probiotics that we are
And yeah,
using. Yep.
go ahead. I'm sorry. No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. So we are using the state of the art genomic analysis and the laboratory methods to ensure our probiotics are safe.
And you have over 1,000 strains, probiotic strains in your portfolio. Is that correct?
Yes, we have more than 1,000 probiotic strains, but around 17 probiotic species in the mass production, and a total 27 probiotic strains in the mass production.
In addition to the depth and diversity of the strain portfolio, one of another competitive advantage that Glac has are its core technologies. Pronex, which is its exclusive manufacturing technology, and PrimeTech, which is its CMO uh, capacity. Could you talk about, please, Pronex and PrimeTech and how they give you a competitive advantage?
Right. Firstly, for Pronex, actually, we're using the genomic analysis and laboratory methods to ensure our probiotics are safe, right? And genome sequencing allows the most accurate identification of the strands and the essential parts of the safety evaluation to confirm the strain is a good candidate for the next stage of screening for probiotic features. Then we use rapid screening platforms to identify potential probiotic function. And this helps us to streamline the process of selecting new probiotic candidates with specific health benefits. And when probiotic strain has been selected, the production process of a high density fermentation technology is developed in order to ensure a stable and highly viable products. And we also have a heat killing treatment. This is where postbiotics come from. And we have microencapsulation and freeze drying technology um, to get our probiotics more stable and strengthen their stability.
As we mentioned previously, Glac is in the process of expanding into the Americas, principally into North America. So, with respect to Pronex, as Glac expands to the Americas, how will that affect, the Pronex, the application and delivery of the Pronex technologies? For example, will Glac license its technologies to, CMOs within the Americas, physically located in the Americas? Or will Glac establish its own manufacturing facilities in the region?
Well, actually, that will be the next technology that we have, which is called Prime Take.
Mm-hmm.
Um, PrimeTech is our contract manufacturing. We are not only a probiotic and postbiotic ingredient supplier, but contract manufacturer. So PrimeTech is our contract manufacturing operation system. So when you partner with Glac, you gain access to a team of experts who will work to meet all of your manufacturing needs. And we are proud to be one of the world's only and fully integrated supplier of probiotic and postbiotic solutions. And this unique advantages allows us to address and meet your request across the value chain because our integrated model allows for full control of production process. We are able to ensure top quality results from Pronex to PrimeTech. So as you can see from these slides, we can customize formula. We can do customized formula design for our customer, and if the results are good, we can do a trial production, and then we can jump into the mass production. Besides of that, we have strict quality control to make sure our quality is the best. And then, of course, we have packing and shipping services for our customers.
Yes, and Glac has expanded within Asia
Mhm.
significantly. What have been the challenges that Glac has faced as it's expanded within Asia and in delivering PrimeTech and Pronex to customers? In the sense
Right.
that,
Mm.
go ahead.
Yeah. Because we already developed our markets start from Asia, and then we are expanding our market coverage into North America, and we believe our Pronex and Prime Tech technology and services definitely can give our best quality of probiotics and postbiotics to the customer in North America, and not even in North America, but the South America.
Right. I would anticipate that there would be some training necessary for personnel within the region where the consumer is located, or the alternative would be that all production would stay in Asia, and then finished products would be. But this is a topic that would be interesting to cover in another session, which is how are these technologies delivered to new areas when Glac expands.
Right.
But I mean, I think that it's very interesting that Glac has a portfolio of prebiotics, probiotics, postbiotics, and postbiotics are not as popular as the other two, or well known as prebiotics and probiotics, but it's one of the faster growing segments of the
Mm-hmm.
probiotic market, right? So we have analysts who are predicting a CAGR of 10% growth for the global postbiotic supplement market between 2022 and 2032, which as we discussed before, that's higher than the CAGR that's expected for the same period of time for the probiotic market, which is less than 10%, about 7.5%. So there's a lot of opportunity within the postbiotic market for growth. Another indicator of the growth of the postbiotic market is social media attention, as consumers try to discover and understand what postbiotics are. Could you speak to this slide?
Yeah, definitely. The markets of postbiotics is climbing and get everybody's attention. When I joined the trade show, everybody is talking about postbiotics. As you can see from the slides, through the social media, the attention through social media has increased comparing to 2018, and especially compared to like probiotics, prebiotics. The quantity of study about postbiotics is also climbing through the past few years. So you can see the the popularity of postbiotics is crazy, and it gets everybody's attention at present.
And these graphs on the right side are the number of, I'll just read it because the letters are small, the number of publications related to probiotics, prebiotics, and postbiotics since 1970. We can see the growth in postbiotics is significant. Another anecdotal indicator of the growth in the growth potential of the postbiotic market are the references in scientific literature to inanimate microorganisms and or metabolites. So we can see with this graph that the time frame is 2021 to 2022. We can see that postbiotics has experienced relative growth in the mentions in scientific literature of the topic. So these are anecdotal indicators of the relevancy of the market and why we're talking about this today, right? So, the logical, next question is, what is a postbiotics? What are postbiotics?
Right. Postbiotics are actually fermented probiotic metabolites. So when probiotic feed on some certain type of fiber, they leave behind the metabolites that we call postbiotics, which in turn to regulate uh, the composition of our microbiome. So postbiotics are formed after probiotic metabolism take place in the guts, and when postbiotics are introduced to the digestive tract, they interact with the digestive process and carry out a number of functions, including balancing bacteria and the pH level, and assisting in the healthy digestion of food in the gut.
So postbiotics are, by definition, inanimate or not live organisms. Is that correct?
Correct. It's a probiotic metabolite.
That are naturally occurring from probiotics, from the activity
Right.
of probiotics in the gut, and
Right.
the effects are in the gut, and there are systemic effects of postbiotics. Correct. So what are some of the systemic effects through the liver or circulatory system or adipose tissue that postbiotics offer or promise?
Okay. So, actually, postbiotics result from metabolic activity of live bacteria, providing health benefits through direct mechanism. So in terms of overall impact of postbiotics, it's actually broken into a local effect and a systemic effect. So once entering a human body, postbiotics can stimulate the immune cells to reduce inflammation and inhibit pathogens. So when it comes to systemic parts, the organs and tissues will be affected. So it could be antioxidants, hypercholesterolemia, and so the effects of postbiotics can be comprehensively and entirely through your body.
So in the local effect in the gut, we can expect to see immunomodulating effects, anti-inflammatory effects,
Right.
antimicrobial effects, and systemically maybe antioxidant dynamics, hypo cholesterolemic
Yeah.
effects,
Hypocholesterolemia. Right.
anti-hyperintensive. So there are a lot of very uh, positive and powerful benefits to postbiotics.
Right.
Could you talk a little bit to this slide about the comparison between the prebiotics, probiotics, and postbiotics?
Right. Right. So this slide is about the relationship between prebiotics, probiotics, and postbiotics. As I mentioned before, probiotics feed on some certain type of fiber that we call prebiotics, and then they will leave behind metabolites, fermentation metabolites that we call postbiotics, which will produce short-chain fatty acids. Short-chain fatty acids are among the most important products of the gut microbiota, and they will affect a range of physiological processes, including energy utilization, communication between human and the microbial cells, and the control of acid level in the colon. So this effect has consequences on the composition of the gut microbiome and the general health. And the most of beneficial activities of bacteria are actually associated to their metabolites that we call postbiotics. And the great thing about postbiotics is that you get all the benefits without the bacteria, right?
And this slide helps us understand some of those benefits that
Right.
are associated with the fact that postbiotics are not live organisms.
Right. So actually, you can see this from these slides. The main healthy function are originally from probiotic metabolites. As we know, the applications of probiotics in the history has been a century. The scientists are realizing that it might not only be the probiotics themselves that help our guts, but the molecules that they secrets that we call postbiotics that actually have benefited to us as well, because the main healthy function are originally from probiotic metabolites. So you can see from these slides the advantage of postbiotics are heat stable, which can be stored at room temperature compared to probiotics, and it has a wide range of food and beverage applications, and it's full of nutrients. So it acts like a multivitamins, and they can be it's a friendly storage. It has longer shelf life and the more stable compares to probiotics.
Very powerful for the brand owner or manufacturer brand owner that selling to consumers,
Right,
especially international sales where you need a long shelf life. Uh,
right,
so this slide takes us back a little bit to the effects and benefits of
right,
postbiotics.
right. So this is what I was talking about the comprehensive effect of postbiotics on
Right.
human.
Right. So so the anti-inflammatory effect. Maybe you can speak to how the probiotics are affecting the inflammatory response.
Yes,
Which is very important in disease control, and the fact that these postbiotics are naturally occurring through the activity of the probiotic is will inure to the benefit of the positive benefit of the gut and inflammatory response.
yeah.
Yeah, we have in the middle. We have here, the components of postbiotics. You can speak to what are these components of postbiotics?
Well,
Enzyme.
actually, yeah, and yeah, postbiotics actually contains a lot of enzyme, amino acid, polysaccharides, that kind of nutrients that our body needs. Actually, postbiotics exert different bioactive effects, including a modulation of immune function and the inflammatory responses and the antimicrobial activity, com- comprising several different molecules that can be classified according to their composition into lipids, proteins, carbohydrates, vitamins, and organ acids, and then complex molecules that such as like peptides, uh, lipo teichoic acids, and the study conducted using lactobacillus strains, indicating that many of beneficial biological effects associated to associated with gut microbiota are driven by bacterial metabolic byproducts. Increasing evidence increasing evidence indicates that many postbiotic components are stable to enhance intestinal barrier function.
Okay. Well, Glac Biotech has a number of product lines. This slide speaks to the major product lines that the company offers, and in particular the postbiotic product line. Could
Right.
you?
We have single strain probiotics, clinically proven probiotic blends, and postbiotics.
And Probiotics 4.0, that concept, what is that concept communicating?
Right. So this is the evolution of probiotics. At first beginning, we have probiotics to help absorb nutrients, and then prebiotics join the club to assist probiotics growth. And probiotics 3.0 combines probiotics, prebiotics, and nutrients together to support probiotics and strengthen absorption of nutrients. And now we use probiotics and postbiotics as symbiotics to directly benefit human body. So the major difference between probiotics and the postbiotics is that postbiotics can benefit to us through direct mechanism, but probiotics may need to take 4 to 6 hours to get fermented and start to function. So, like for example, for some of our customers combines probiotics and the postbiotics as a symbiotics in their products, which can extend the efficacy of their dietary supplements. As postbiotics can directly be absorbed by our body in a short time, which can fill the time gap while we are waiting for probiotics starting to function.
And the functionality of TotiPro. What are some of the functionalities?
Yeah. So basically, these are what postbiotics can do and benefit to our health. They can assist beneficial bacteria growth. They can be antioxidants. They can help increase the frequency of bowel movements, and they can be natural antibacteria and even inhibit melanin production and optimize gut microbiota. They can promote digestion. They can help regulate immune system, and of course, they can improve the level of glucose control, glucose, uric acid, and total cholesterol.
And these are, by the dosage suggested with each functionality, these are one a day products, right? So you're going to
Right.
take, and relatively low dosages, or would comparatively.
Yeah, actually, we have 45 subjects of clinical study on human, and according to our studies, the daily dosage is around 200 milligram to 600 milligram. So it's not much for body, but they can, has they can have a huge efficacy and the potential on our gut health.
Okay, very powerful. And these functionalities are seen in what product applications in your market?
Right. As I say, postbiotics has a potential ability to refrain the production of melanin. So it could be the skin whitening supplements. It can be enzymatic supplements. They can be applied on lozenge, instant soup. They can mix with the whey protein and help gut health. And in Taiwan, we have customers using Tolipro Postbiotics in their brown sugar, and they can be applied in the functional drink, tapioca, and the gummy.
Okay. And so the PrimeTech CMO offering
Right.
and white label these applications, right? So you can bring
Yes.
that capability.
Right. Actually, we have postbiotic lozenge
Mm-hmm.
stock on hand. So even if you are interested in postbiotic lozenge, we can we can produce lozenge with the postbiotics for our customers. You can for with the private label.
So I'm in Panama. I'm a manufacturer, integrated manufacturer, brand owner, and I'm selling whey protein. And I want to introduce a line of whey protein with probiotics or postbiotics. Um,
Right.
and so, what would be the process? I would talk to you, Michael, about number one, the combination of strains. Well, I would talk to you first about what the end health benefit that I want to achieve, correct, with my whey product.
Right. If you are talking about whey protein beverage, I would sincerely suggest that you may want to use postbiotics because
Right,
postbiotics doesn't need to be stored in in the fridge. So, but probiotics need to be stored a cold chain uh, fridge. So it's a major difference between probiotics and postbiotics. But usually, for your proposal, like whey protein beverage, I would suggest a postbiotics could be a best fit to your products, whey protein products.
right. So, for example, I have athletes that come to me to buy whey protein. They're trying to build physical strength and and increase immunity. Um, but the supplements, but they're having digestive issues with the products that they are currently taking, right? And some of the
Hmm.
products, their workout routine is causing digestive problems, but some of the actual sports nutrition products that they're taking are exacerbating the situation. So, ergo, I want to introduce a whey protein postbiotic product that is going to address the gastrointestinal issues that
Hmm.
a
Yes.
competition has that don't have probiotics in their product. So I would come to you and I say, well, Michael, what strains uh, should I put in my product? Or would I come to you and say, well, look, I'm thinking about these combination of strains. Are these strains in your portfolio? Yeah, so the question is, you have a service. Part of Prime Tech is a consulting service where you tell me what strains I need to have in my product for the targeted end that I want to achieve.
Well, if you want to focus on like sports performance strengthening in your whey
Right.
protein products with the probiotics, I would suggest our bifidobacterium longum, which is OLP01, which already got published studies uh, about sports performance strengthening. They can extend your endurance when
Mm-hmm.
you are doing exercise.
Okay.
So I would definitely recommend our bifidobacterium longum OLP01 to be your like it could definitely fit your best need.
So once we come to an understanding of the combination of strains within your portfolio that I want to use, then
Hmm.
what would be the next step in me getting to a finished product that contains those postbiotics? I would make a you would take an order and then you would go and actually make a sample, send me a sample for,
Right, right.
right,
Well, actually, our R&D team would make a blend according to your request, and then if you want to have a small sample, then we can make small sample for you, and then you can try it out, and then so if you are you're okay with our proposal and our blend, yeah, we can take the order from you and produce in the mass production
right.
in what kind of like a formulation, like in sachet or in capsule, something like that.
The sachets,
Yes,
uh,
sachet.
which are very, very popular. A lot of
Right,
athletes travel with their product, and if they can on the road or at a competition, you know,
right.
yeah. So, okay, and so then I would tell you, I would say, Michael, I want X amount of units, right? And
Mm-hmm.
then based on the sample that you gave me, you would run my order,
Right, right, right.
and then you would ship it directly to me from
From
Taiwan.
Taiwan to anywhere your destination.
Okay.
Destination. Right.
And as far as the artwork, I would send you the artwork canned, and then you would put it on, or do you have that service?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can just send me the artwork in an Adobe Illustrator file
Uh,
formats, and then we can print it out, and put it on the box.
right. Right. Yeah, I do recall that one of the advantages of Promtech is that biotech is Glac has done some studies about formulas,
Right.
and your formulas are conducive for regulatory requirements in a number of different countries. Is that correct?
Yes, correct.
And how is that? So if I, but they're always, especially in this region where every country has their own regulatory regime, is part of the Prime Tech offering the opportunity to work with you and to customize for whatever my regulatory issues are or requirements in my particular country.
Right. Yes, definitely. We definitely have um, full regulatory documentation prepared for you, for our customers.
Hmm.
Yeah, because we have lots of contract manufacturing OEM experience, no matter in like Asia, like in China, Taiwan, Southeast Asia, even Africa. We all have experience about how to provide regulatory supports.
Okay. And I might want to put Prime Tech back up here just so now that we're talking about it, let's put, so, if I want to buy in bulk, Michael, so, one opportunity is to white label it and you just send me uh, you send me my units, but maybe possibly it might be more cost effective for me to you to send me in bulk and I do the packaging in, here in Panama. Is that possible?
Yeah. It's possible.
Um, and would that be, and in that case, I would be doing my own labeling and all of it. I would just be getting it in bulk. From you, that might be a more cost effective solution to this. So what are the most popular applications that you have found in your existing markets? We just talked about
Uh,
whey protein, sports nutrition,
yeah, usually lozenge.
and lozenge. Okay.
Yeah, could you hold on a second? Just hold on a second.
Yes, yes, yes.
Hello?
So the lozenge is the most popular product application, uh,
Yeah.
but it seems like that biotech can handle, Glac Biotech can handle whatever application or delivery system that I may want as a consumer or manufacturer. Um, So the next question is with the functionalities that we have established for Toti Pro, which is the postbiotic offering.
Yes.
How
Yes.
do those functionalities match up with the health needs of the region, right? So we're
Right.
talking about the Americas. This particular discussion is focusing on Latin America. So uh, there is a lot of promise for Toti Pro if you look at the landscape of health concerns uh, in the region, right? So we have this
Mm-hmm.
graph where we have on the uh, left axis health concerns, and on the bottom axis we have actual uh, incidences of disease, right? So if we
Yes.
move to the left, to the right top corner, we've got probably the most promising situation for postbiotics, because these are highly, health conditions that are in the top of mind, and they are actually conditions that are affecting people at high incidence rates within the region. So eye health, tiredness, stress, obesity, sleep problems, frequent colds and flu. These functionalities, how do they match up with Toti Pro, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think they match up well, right? I mean, we have an immune regulatory functionality with Toti Pro, right?
Yes.
Um, we talked to, when we moved down to the center of the graph, we have, we see hypertension is in depression and anemia and menopause. Um, these, how do these health conditions match up with our postbiotic? Um, they seem to match up relatively well. The, um, Another angle at this is to look at comparatively across the region the different health concerns and how they rank from country to country. So on the left side of this graph, we have different countries within Latin America and the Caribbean. And on the top, we have health disease, right? So let me make this bigger for you. And you can see that,
Mm-hmm.
for example, in Guatemala, heart disease is ranked number 4, but in the Dominican Republic, heart disease is but in no country is it less than 4th ranked, and heart disease is in the top, 1 or 2, for Venezuela, Honduras, Nicaragua. Palestine's an outlier, but I think these are for emerging markets. This graph. So when you look at the prevalence, the incidence of disease that is prevalent in the region is the take
Mm-hmm.
home. They match up well with the functionality of Toti Pro. Do you agree?
Yes. Correct.
Uh,
Yes, we do.
so it's an opportunity in that it's a combination of uh, um, uh, consumers living with uh, health issues that Toti Pro can directly address, but a combination of uh, delivery characteristics that are more attractive than probiotics, right? Because we talked about the shelf life and
Right.
stability. We
Yes.
talked about storage, which has a direct impact on the expenses for the manufacturer and the brand owner, with respect to how am I going to store these, my products, because we need cold storage, right, for probiotics.
Mm-hmm.
We need above room temperature. So there is an opportunity clearly within Latin America and Caribbean for postbiotics. This sector and this area of health and wellness is one of the fastest growing areas within the region. There's a lot of opportunity for education and raising awareness, which will even make those CAGRs higher than what we previously discussed. So we didn't have a lot of time. There is a lot to talk about with Glac Biotech. I would love to have you back to spend more time to go deeper into Pronex and PrimeTech. I'd love to have you back to talk about your strains and the research. Really, I would, that's really the top of on my wish list is to have you come back and talk about the research around your strains and the different health outcomes that they address with particular combinations, because I know that your researchers have done a lot of work in that regard.
Right.
So, again, thank you so much for your time. This was meant to be an overview and a introduction to further more in-depth conversations, but I think that we have covered a lot of information and have a better sense of the competitive advantage that Glac Biotech has and will have in the Americas.
Thank you for having me here, and thank you for giving me this time to talking about our postbiotics and probiotics.
All right. Until the next opportunity, Michael, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Take care.
Thank you. Bye bye.